the exam. Sorry.
Listen.
This is huge, Claire.
The thing is...
Do you really think they're going to make us sit an exam after seeing this?
You may have a point.
Of course I have a point. We are the motherfucking children of Fatima, people!
Derry Girls takes a nostalgic look back at growing up in Northern Ireland during the Troubles in the 1990s. Written by Derry-born Lisa McGee and shown on Channel 4 in the UK, Derry Girls follows a group of 5 friends as they navigate their teenage years, attending an all-girls Catholic school and constantly getting into trouble. The show has many hilarious moments, everything from the girls trying to hitchhike to Belfast to see Take That to accidentally setting on fire the chip shop owner's flat. However, it is also mixed with the harsher realities of growing up in Northern Ireland at the time. Bombings, barricades, and the constant conflict between Catholics and Protestants. The main Derry girls are Erin Quinn, played by Saoirse-Monica Jackson, and her cousin Orla, played by Louisa Harland, who both live together in the same house. Nicola Coughlan, who also starred in Netflix's hit Bridgerton as Penelope Featherington, stars as Clare, who comes out as lesbian in the first season. Michelle Mallon is the group's rebel, played by Jamie Lee O'Donnell. The odd one out is James, Dylan Llewellyn, Michelle's English cousin, who is sent to live in Derry while his mum goes through a divorce in London. Due to his English accent, he is sent to the same all-girls Catholic school for his own safety. Derry Girls currently has 2 seasons and a total of 12 episodes, and filming for a 3rd season was postponed in 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
I really don't feel great. I feel sort of shaky. I think my blood sugar's dangerously low.
Seriously, will you just have a Mars bar?
What about Kamal?
Fuck Kamal.
Look, whatever happens in there, we have to stick together, okay? We have to back each other up. Yes, okay, I was there. I admit that, but I didn't do anything. It was Michelle. It was all Michelle. I'm not going down for something I didn't do. If anyone deserves to get punished, it should be Michelle.
Well, I think it's safe to say we all just lost a bit of respect for you there, Claire.
Here are 20 Derry Girls facts you haven't heard before, including what will be happening in Season 3, Louisa Harland's hilarious story ideas for Orla, and how the Derry Girls fared on the Great British Bake Off. Most of the filming of Derry Girls took place in Northern Ireland in both Derry and Belfast. The majority of the exterior scenes were shot on location, however the convent school was recreated as a set. The Catholic school featured in Derry Girls was based on Lisa McGee, the creator of Derry Girls' old convent high school in Belfast, Thornhill Sisters of Mercy.
Here's a poem about a dog. Here's another one about a dog. This one has no name on it. An English rose among thorns. Yeah, I can see why you might want to remain anonymous, all right.
Derry Girls was renewed for a 2nd season almost immediately after the pilot episode had aired on Channel 4. Filming for the 2nd season began on the 8th of October 2018. A 3rd series was confirmed and commissioned by Channel 4 just as the 2nd series had finished airing on TV. In its first week on Channel 4, Derry Girls reached 2.5 million viewers.
There's so much on today. The Champs-Élysées, the Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre.
A French fella. That's what I want to do. Nation of rides. My family's going funny just thinking about it.
Could you not use that word, Michelle?
What family?
Why do you have to be so coarse?
You may remember in Season 1 of Derry Girls, Orla has taken Erin's private diary into school and was going to do a book report on it. The Derry Girls team have actually released a book entitled Erin's Diary, an official Derry Girls book, in November 2020.
All right. Any joy with the trust fund? Nah, according to my ma, we're actually quite poor. I think we might be as well.
What's yours?
Can I please get one fish supper and one cowboy special, please, vanilla? Thank you, please.
I'll be ready when it's ready.
Where the fuck are we going to get the money for Paris now?
We could sell our organs.
We could. We could sell our organs. Or, and forgive me if this is a bit left field, but could we not, get jobs?
Derry Girls is the most successful comedy to have aired on Channel 4 since Father Ted, which is also a huge Irish comedy series. Derry Girls was created by Hat Trick Productions, who were also the creators of Father Ted. Derry Girls is the most watched series in Northern Ireland since records began in 2002. It had 64.2% share of the audience.
Have they roped you into going as well, son?
Roped him? Hardly. He's riding Gary Barlow.
I'm not. I just respect him as a songwriter, that's all.
I did on James, so you do.
Well, we need our passports, Jerry.
Belfast, I don't think so, love.
Belfast?
We're not about early, Daddy.
It's a 2-hour drive with traffic, love.
That stinks in Belfast.
It's 8 hours till the door's open.
I know, we're cutting it fine.
Belfast? Sure, why don't you just sell away and send to white slavery and be done with it?
Jerry, I'll be with them, Dad.
Well, that's worse. So they hid his kind there.
My kind.
Pricks.
A mural of the Derry Girls characters has been created by UV Arts on the side of Badger's Bar in Derry. It is a popular tourist attraction and can be found at 18 Orchard Street. It joins the large collection of political murals across the city. According to Nicola Coughlan, some local Derry residents were concerned that Dylan Llewellyn's character James, aka the wee English fella, was not going to be included on the mural. He was one of the last characters to be painted.
You've got red eyes because I ran out of brine.
My eyes are green.
No, you tell me.
Lisa McGee has said in interviews that her initial concept for Derry Girls wasn't centred around the Troubles. She just wanted to write about her time at school and how she behaved with her friends. However, when writing, she said that leaving out the Troubles didn't feel truthful because they were a large part of her experience growing up. She wanted to show a group of teenagers living their ordinary lives, slightly unaware of how extraordinary their surroundings and community were.
Sweet suffering Jesus, it's the morning already. What are we gonna do?
Well, maybe we could start with calming the fuck down.
Calm down. We're still on William of Orange, Michelle. We haven't so much looked at the famine.
We've got the gist. They ran out of spods, everyone was raging.
Well, I can't tell my rebellions from my writings.
And whose fault's that? If your lot had stopped invading us for 5 fucking minutes, there'd be a lot less to wade through.
Lisa McGee has said in interviews that she believes a lot of the stories you hear come from Northern Ireland are very male-centric, so it was important for her to tell the story of her friends. She also wanted to showcase the Northern Irish dark sense of humour in Derry Girls. With Derry Girls being set in Northern Ireland, Lisa McGee kept the dialogue and tone as authentic as possible and made sure not to exclude expressions that may have confused international or English viewers. For example, weans meaning children. She felt that they would not be out of the realms of comprehension to anyone that spoke English.
Should we say a wee prayer first, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say our Lord is up there now, looking down on the world, thinking the floods and the famine can wait. For there is a child in Derry who needs me to magically alter the contents of an envelope.
Well, that's very good, Sister Michael. It's very funny.
You said we failed.
I didn't say you failed. I implied you failed.
Why?
Bit of a slow day.
For McGee, Derry Girls is a love letter to her hometown, and there are many similarities between the girls we see on screen and her own friendships as a teenager. Erin wants to be a writer, for example. She suggests that each of the characters are all part of her close friendship group that she had around the same age, and that Erin's family are also like her own. The girls are also conscious of their education and are ambitious with their career prospects.
We just popped round because we had a few questions about the British Empire, which the boys have cleared up for us now, so...
They weren't talking about the British Empire, sister. They were having a party. I could hear the music.
You will go far in life, Jenny, but you will not be well liked.
In interviews, Tommy Tiernan, who plays Erin's dad, Jerry Quinn, has discussed the Troubles in Northern Ireland, which international or younger audiences may not be aware of. Tiernan recalled in an interview with the Irish World that it may sound strange 20 years on, but there were army checkpoints everywhere around the north of Ireland, and soldiers were walking the streets and being shot. He also stated that it is a very Irish thing to use humour to combat trauma, and it was one of the ways people managed to get through that time. Lisa McGee adds in the same interview that it only dawned on her that the circumstances she grew up in were unusual when she moved to London. As a teenager, she claimed she didn't really realise how different it was.
Okay, can I just check something? Everybody else can see the dead body, right?
It's just Bridie.
It's Bridie's corpse. It's Bridie's dead corpse.
It's her wig. What were you expecting?
Haven't you ever seen a dead body before?
Of course not.
Christ, but the English are weird.
Netflix actually pulled the second season of Derry Girls from its UK streaming service after accidentally releasing it too early without the proper rights in place. Netflix only acquires the rights to season 2 of the show in the UK when season 3 premieres on Channel 4. They have since apologised informally to fans on social media, saying, "It looks like we're a bit early with this one, so we have had to take down season 2 for now. We'll let you know when it comes back as soon as we can. In the meantime, it is available now on all 4.
And now, I don't mind a bit of a breeze. If anything, I prefer it. But Dawn was aggressive. So it says to himself, says I, Colin, this is no day for a do.
What's happening?
Derry Girls cast members Saoirse-Monica Jackson, Jamie Lee O'Donnell, Dylan Llewellyn, Nicola Coughlan and Siobhan McSweeney all took part in a special New Year's Day episode of The Great British Bake Off. The episode, which aired on the 1st of January 2020, saw the team make an alcoholic trifle for the signature challenge. Jamie Lee O'Donnell mixes up tablespoons and teaspoons, Nicola Coughlan attempts to grill her cake at one point, and Dylan Llewellyn's cake was called nearly inedible. Viewers can still see clips of the Derry Girls' appearance on The Great British Bake Off on YouTube.
Grandad's had one, and now he's acting really, really weird.
You're being paranoid here.
He was nice to Daddy.
Jesus.
Exactly. And if my ma starts asking questions...
Your ma won't trace it back to us.
Are you for real? She traces everything back to us. She traces things we haven't even done back to us.
Are you sure this will work?
This is how you get rid of drugs, Claire. I've seen Goodfellas like 20 times.
That's not the only way. I watched this film once about this girl who was trying to hide drugs, and what she did was she shoved them right up her.
I'm not sticking a scone up my hole, Orla. I'll tell you that for nothing.
The Derry Girls have also gone on to star in the game show The Crystal Maze with Richard Ayoade. Saoirse-Monica Jackson and Jamie Lee O'Donnell have also taken part in Celebrity Gogglebox. When Jamie Lee O'Donnell wasn't able to turn up to the Derry Girls Season 2 premiere, her fellow co-stars and creator of the show, Lisa McGee, wore badges that read, "I heart J-Lo."
I took a bit of a sabbatical last year.
Do you mean when you shacked up with a slut hairdresser, but then she dumped you?
Miss Mallon, please. Raise your hand if you want to ask a question.
Okay, I think we should just move on.
The hairdresser certainly did.
Nicola Coughlan knew that her character Clare Devlin would come out as gay months before the rest of the cast members did. She was asked not to share it with the rest of the cast and knew that it wouldn't be revealed to audiences for a while. She was able to use the fact that Clare was hiding a large part of herself to enhance her performance prior to her coming out.
Listen, Wayne, I've already said this to Erin.
Mommy, please.
No funny business with these Protestant lads, is that clear? I don't want anybody landing back here pregnant.
Not very likely in my case.
I wouldn't rule it out, son.
Despite the actors playing high school students, they are much older than their on-screen counterparts. In Season 1, Erin, Michelle, Clare and James are all meant to be 16 and Orla is 15. In reality, Saoirse-Monica Jackson was born in 1993 and Jamie Lee O'Donnell, Dylan Llewellyn and Louisa Harland were born in 1992. This made them 25 and 26 in Season 1 of Derry Girls. Nicola Coughlan was born in 1987, so is nearly double the age of her character Clare Devlin. She was 31 when Season 1 of Derry Girls premiered.
Teenagers have rights now, you know.
Don't be ridiculous.
They do, Ma. It's true. Sure, Macaulay Culkin might be divorcing his parents.
Do you hear this? This'll be someone she met at that stupid summer scheme you insisted we send her on. A bloody Friends Across the Barricades thing.
As a marketing stunt for Derry Girls, Channel 4 have put together a Spotify playlist consisting of what they would choose as each Derry Girls musical favourites. Clare Devlin's Spotify playlist includes I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton and Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Orla McCall's Spotify playlist has Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush, Hand in My Pocket by Alanis Morissette, and Like a Prayer by Madonna. Erin's playlist includes Wannabe by the Spice Girls, Uptown Girl by Westlife, and There She Goes by the Lars. Michelle's includes Better the Devil You Know by Steps, Let's Talk About Sex by Salt and Pepper, and Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. James's playlist includes Pink Floyd's hit Another Brick in the Wall, Why Does It Always Rain on Me by Travis, and Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. They also created a Spotify playlist for the honorary Derry girl herself, Sister Michael, which includes songs such as Maggie May by Rod Stewart, Jolene by Dolly Parton, and Red Red Wine by UB40.
No one's gonna recognise you, Claire.
Clare Devlin, is that you?
Jesus Christ.
Relax, Claire. It's the weekend. She has no authority over us at the weekend. She has no right to question us. And if she tries to, I'll tell her as much.
Morning, girls.
Morning.
Sister Michael.
What takes you to Belfast?
I'm not really sure that...
Speak up.
I'm not really sure that that's any of your business.
I'm going to assume that was an ill-judged attempt at humour, Miss Quinn.
Yes.
Now answer the question.
We're going to the museum.
Which museum?
Ulster Museum.
What for?
A project, a history project.
What about?
Ulster?
Louisa Harland, who plays Orla McCall in Derry Girls, has given many suggestions to the show's creator, Lisa McGee, regarding future storylines for her character. These include Orla shaving her head, or that she has actually been a ghost the whole time.
Wait. Where you going? Nature's calling.
Whoa. Number 1 or number 2?
Excuse me?
Just answer the question, John.
I don't want to answer the question. I'm not comfortable with the question.
Because if it's a number 2, it's safer to bury it. You don't want a pack of wolves following your scent out in these parts. Those boys, they'll tear you limb from limb.
We're inside.
Very sophisticated noses, John.
To create a convincing group dynamic, the actors playing the Derry Girls lived together while filming Season 1. This allowed them to really get to know each other and feel incredibly comfortable in the group, something that really comes across well on screen, and a quality that teenage friend groups have better than any other.
You stay over too, son?
Yes, I did. That's correct, sir.
What, in your room? Have you nothing to say about this, you slack southern shite? Look it up. I know the fella's gay.
I'm not gay.
But gay or not,
You said I was gay.
he's still a fella. There's still a good chance that he's a rapist. I mean, no offence, son.
Lisa McGee, the creator of Derry Girls, has revealed in interviews that initial works and talks have begun on taking the Derry Girls to the big screen with a film. She went on to say that it would be something that she'd love to do if the story was right, but it would only be developed after season 3. Audiences are used to American comedies running for 10 seasons with 22 episodes in each. However, in the UK, many successful comedies only run for 2 or 3 seasons, consisting of 6 episodes each.
Give that here.
Oh, sister.
No.
Shouldn't you put that in the confiscated box?
Quiet.
Lisa McGee told Red Carpet News in an interview that season 3 would include many guest stars, with a major one possibly in each episode. She also said that the Derry Girls would grow up in new episodes, but will still be solid friends for life, regardless of their own storylines. The Derry Girls are set to continue their personal and political journeys into season 3.
Everybody's talking about us. Dennis gave me free pick and mix. Bonbons and all. No fucking about. Like, we're basically celebrities now.
We're like the course.
I know how much you were looking forward to seeing this and that. Take that. But there'll be other concerts.
No, there won't. The fact that this one's happening is a miracle. Nobody good ever comes here because we keep killing each other.
And now we're overrun with polar bears.
Where will it end?